One can only avoid thoughts and behavior that wastes one's time by striving to earn Allah's approval. People who are unaware that time is a great blessing regard occupying themselves with matters that cause them to waste their time in this world as actually a great benefit to them, while believers regard occupying oneself with empty and pointless activities as a great loss. Since they know that they will live for all eternity in the hereafter as a result of their actions, they constantly spend their time on good works that will earn Allah's approval. Of course, like everyone else, a believer can have a good time, eat nice food, enjoy himself and travel about. But in doing these things, he always gives thanks to Allah and never makes any concessions on his devotion to the moral values of the religion. Since believers' real aim is the approval of Allah, they regulate their time accordingly. They make a fine distinction when it comes to matters regarding this world. They are able to identify by using their intelligence and conscience which activities are hollow and which auspicious. Thus, they avoid wasting time. The way that believers turn their backs on empty and useless activities is described in the Quran.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan.
When they hear worthless talks, they turn away from it. People who spend their time unconcerned with Allah's approval, wasting it, regard the blessings and concerns of this world as much closer to them, and spend their time on those instead. If these people who do not live by religious moral values knew they could suffer a terrible punishment at any moment, then, in all likelihood, the most important thing they would do is to manage their time in the best manner. They would concentrate their minds and not waste their time, and would make detailed calculations to that end. The reward for not wasting time in this world on the Day of Judgment will be far greater than can be measured in possessions and property. On the Day of Judgment, people's empty talk in this world and the hours they spent on empty activities will be of no use to them or anyone else. On that day, everyone, young and old, rich and poor, will enter the presence of Allah and be rewarded appropriately for their actions in this world. What one must do before that day comes is to use one's time in a manner that Allah will find pleasing, and form a sincere intention of doing so. Otherwise, nothing can make up for the regret that will be felt later on.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan.
If only you could see the evildoers hanging their heads in shame before their Lord. Our Lord, we have seen and we have heard. So send us back again and we will act rightly. Truly we now have certainty.
It must not be forgotten that it is an easy matter, by Allah's leave, to renounce empty ideas and activities. Satan depicts it as difficult and may try to make people continue to waste their time. But by Allah's choosing, this indoctrination by Satan can be neutralized through sincere prayer and resolution. As revealed in a verse, Allah is He who heeds people's prayers.
I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed Satan.
If my servants ask you about me, I am near. I answer the call of the caller when he calls on me. They should therefore respond to me and believe in me, so that hopefully they will be rightly guided.